we are with something a little different once again. We are here with Cassius and Spinx in a little dream segment that we're going to call All Who Are Lost. So this takes place at the end of last session during the dreams of Spinxara and Cassius, who have previously been having their own little field of dreams moments.
And ghosts. Lots of ghosts, apparently.
Yeah, that's why it's Field of Dreams. I know you're not familiar with Field of Dreams because it's way before your time. And really way before anyone's time. But still.
I know of it.
It's a movie about ghosts who instruct someone to build a baseball field.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come. For some reason, I was thinking you were talking about what dreams may come.
No.
I was like, that's an entirely different movie.
I don't know that movie.
It's like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robin Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strange combo.
Yeah.
I mean,
it wasn't bad.
I feel like both of them are that kind of like leading good guy persona that makes it seem kind of weird that it would be both of them together.
Yeah, I saw it in high school in our whatever class it was where we watched movies and stuff, basically.
Mass media.
Yes, thank you. You had the exact same class with the exact same
I did not
teacher.
take mass media. By that time, I had all my high school problems. But I would have liked to have taken mass media because it sounded like the only easy Claudin course.
Yeah, it was actually pretty easy. And it was actually like surprisingly informational.
Yeah.
Yeah, given how easy it was.
Whereas History and Thought of Western Man was a class where I just kept wishing I could, like, kill Claudin and hide the body.
That just sounds like a nightmare of a course.
Dude, it was so bad. One of the parts of the final exam was having to be able to identify paintings by artist, name, and, like, style of art. Oh, and I think we just lost Ryan.
Okay.
God damn it. It's ruining the immersion that we haven't even gotten to.
Yeah, that's sweet immersion, am I right?
Alright, well, you're, like, off camera now, Michelle. Because you're, like, leaned all the way to the left. So I need to adjust.
I like being on the left. The left is nice.
No one can see you, though.
This is terrible. I should quit this.
Alright, there's Ryan again.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Having to what? Having to what?
Okay. So for our final, we had to, like, memorize paintings by time period or by name, by art style, and by artist. And there were just, like, paintings that would pop up on the screen, and we would have to, like, write down the answer to those questions. And at the end of it, I was just like, what am I ever going to do this for? When am I ever going to, like, be in a museum and I'm going to have to, like, remember who did that painting because there's no signage on it, and if I don't, like, they won't let me leave the museum.
That is so weird.
Yeah. Maybe one day there'll be a painting of, like, a painting on the wall of something. I don't remember anything from it, so who am I kidding? It'll never come in handy anyway.
Yeah, I think I'd rather watch X-Files than do that, like we did in mass media.
All right, so let's kind of drop right into this. So, the two of you awaken as you have a number of times before, out in the field. Only this time, the Wayfinder isn't spinning. And this time, Spinx has her face.
But it's the same field that we've seen in the dreams every time. Okay.
The same field, like the campfire is there, the tent is behind you. You feel like, or at least you feel that way, but you know when you look around, like none of that is there. But for a moment, it feels like you're around the camp and you're just kind of waking up from your rest in the camp. And as you look around, yeah, it's the empty field again.
And the Wayfinder's still not spinning.
The Wayfinder's not spinning this time. It's not pointing in a direction, it's just pointing where it normally would. You touch it, and this time, it just points at Spinx. Spinx, you can hear. I think he's listening now. I think perhaps he's ready. You said you wish to help him. I'm changing his perception for a little while, just while we're here. Tell him you can guide him. Tell him you can help him find the way.
All right. Apparently, I can help you and guide the way. I say to Cassius.
To find you?
I think you've already found me, so I'm sure that's not what they were talking about.
When after she says that, when you touch it again, all of a sudden, like, the whole area kind of shifts slightly, and a cave opens up behind where she is standing. And it's a cave that, as it, like, forms behind her, you can feel memories start to kind of melt back into your head very slowly. You recognize this cave. You and a few others were standing outside of it before.
This doesn't look familiar to you, does it?
Not to me.
Huh.
This is... You can hear the Spirit Mother speak again. This is where his life would change. He would become lost even to himself. Inside there are many answers. Answers that he needs to know. Answers that he's been seeking but had to hide from himself in order to keep away what resides inside. The scars that he has. The scars that will never go away. He needs to see what's inside. He needs to see what has come, or what has passed, and what is to come. Will you guide him?
Of course.
My Wayfinder doing anything now?
Your Wayfinder is pointing into the cave.
Of course it is.
If you want answers, we'll have to go inside.
Yeah, kind of was afraid of that. Yeah, I'll just kind of like show the Wayfinders just pointing directly into the cave.
Mm-hmm.
This should be fun. I'll go ahead.
Hopefully, it won't end too badly.
Yeah, hopefully. I'd rather not die in here. I don't know how that works.
Let's hope we don't have to find out.
Good choice.
I guess. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I guess we're going to go in there.
As the two of you move towards the cave, Cassius, you begin to notice that Spinx starts to become a little bit more translucent. But as she becomes translucent, you notice that three other figures seem to kind of grow out of the emptiness around you, and you recognize these three figures. They are the man in the black the man in the black vest, and he's dressed in more than just a black vest, but he, like, even while you wore a black vest, he took claims to his vest being much more dark. But everything about him is black. He could have chosen anything to be the man in the black whatever.
He's darker than black.
His clothes are about as black as you can find for coloration. And he is the kind of guy that seems ready to disappear at a moment's notice, and can just about disappear at a moment's notice. Along with him are the tattooed one, a man whose whole body was covered from head to toe in tattoos, including one large face tattoo, a giant tattoo. Hold on, I want to make sure I get this right because I did not properly separate my things. His face tattoo looks as though it is some kind of like creature that is trying to reach its mouth out to bite you with every word that he says. Kind of like how Finn Balor would do like the whole demon face mask thing. So every time he like moves his mouth in a certain way or like moves his head, you can see like the monster looks as if it's going to chomp. And lastly, there is a man who like would dress in these bright or in these dark crimson robes, and at his head, where hair should normally be, fire burned in its place. And you knew all of these people like you were running away to the military for their crimes. Each one of them had committed some act so heinous that the only option for them to survive was to join the military, knowing that the military promised absolution. And they were lumped with you.
Yeah, I was going to say that these people are really good at showing off, or I'm kind of a low man on the totem pole as far as experience goes here.
Many of them have, like, for example, you learned over a little bit of time, the man with the flaming head was cursed, which is why, like, he had to join the military, because what else are you going to do? Like, no one's going to accept you if you're not being forced to be accepted. The man in the black vest is someone who, like, well, he's very stealthy. There's only so far that, like, working alone can get you, especially if you end up in the wrong situation with the wrong people. So your assumption from some of what you'd heard other people talk about is that he slipped up somewhere and the wrong people now were hunting for him, and you can't hide from those who are already adept at hiding. You didn't really know the story behind the tattooed man. He didn't say much. He just, like, was perpetually angry.
Is he one of them unarmed fighter guys?
He was.
Just curious, out of character, that's all.
Mm-hmm. And the three of you stood at the mouth of this cave, ready to go inside. This was the quest you were given, not an accident. You remember now. God damn it, he froze up again. Wait for him to come back. Uh-oh, everybody's freezing up. Is this just Discord again? Oh, we lost him fully. Come back! Come back! Alright, we should, when we do this in post, we should try to make sure that these parts get cut out. The freeze-ups.
I'll see what I can do.
Man, I hope well, I mean, he's still in roll 20. So I don't think he lost everything. I might end up switching us out of Discord. This is becoming consistently problematic. Why build video in your platform if it's not going to actually support it? It was like Vanta Black, Tom. And also, I have no idea what your dot thing is supposed to be. I used Chatty, and it doesn't show me that. And the chat box for the other thing, I think, just blinked it out. Yeah, Zoom is more reliable. It's a little bit pricey. It's like $15 a month or more. And like, considering I'm not getting Koibu money for this, and I'm already having to pay for Roll20. Nah. I wouldn't ask that. We can work with what we're working with for now. Oh, we got a message from Ryan.
All right.
Cool.
There we go.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
sorry
in.
about that.
It's okay. Internet problems happen.
Yeah, I figured it started lagging like 3 times in like less than 15 minutes. Might be a good idea to reset it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we were just outside the cave.
Yep. And you know why you were lumped with these 3 people. Because you are just like them. Someone running away from his problems and his past.
Nah, that doesn't sound like something I would do.
Maybe not you now, but definitely you then.
Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to run from a past you don't remember.
As you encounter them, though, like, your memories of the circumstance kind of start to come back to you. The memories that you were going inside. You did have a plan for what was in there. There were goblins in there. Goblins that needed to die. The nearby village was being bothered by them, and you realized if you kill the goblins, you can become the new goblins.
I realized this, or we realized this collectively?
You realize this collectively.
Ah, okay.
And so it became your mission to eliminate the goblins, see whatever it is they're down here protecting, or why it is that they're staying here. There must be something useful if they're willing to hang out in this area over and over and over again. And then once you've killed them, come back up and demand whatever you want from the city. And what do they have to save them? You're the military. They'll owe it to you.
Yeah, we're doing them a favor.
Mm-hmm. So the 4 of you head inside. The tunnel is very long and very dark, but the fire on the sorcerer's head burns bright and illuminates the hallway for all of you to see. And we lose Ryan again. Every
Yikes.
3 minutes. Not cool. Not cool. Okay.
All right.
There you are.
Here's the hoping that doesn't happen again.
Oh. I love how he says again and then it echoes again in the digitized robot fadeaway voice. No, I think this is, because even you're skipping a bit, Michelle. I think this is Roll20 and it's just, or Discord, and it's just not telling me. Let me try to change server channels.
Randomly dropping.
Hold on, we're gonna change zones. Come on. Rejoin. Okay. I did a zone change, so hopefully that'll help.
Hopefully.
So the tunnel is long and dark. It doesn't look as if, as you're going down, and it doesn't look as if this was a man-made tunnel. or I'm sorry, it doesn't look as if this was like designed to be here. This tunnel looks like it had been like dug for a long time. It's only suitable for like a couple of people to kind of wander once you get on the inside. It's almost like there was a hill and somebody just kind of started digging into the side of it and then just kept digging and digging and digging. So the opening is very large and it comes down very, very small. Enough for like you and the other three to kind of walk side by side with the illumination of the fire head to keep everything bright. Apparently saying firehead freezes his connection.
We need to come up with a different term, because apparently. It's either that or the Fire Titan is angry, because someone else also has fire hair.
He is freezing up for you as well, right?
Yeah.
Now, just to make sure, do you have a Discord update pending?
That's a good question.
I wonder if we all have one and maybe we're just off sync. It would be in the top right. The little green downward arrow.
No, I don't see one.
All right, well, Michelle
I'm
just
gonna try
froze up too.
something.
This is...
That was my whole internet, though.
Okay.
Because even the stream lagged.
Okay.
What were you saying? Something about having a Discord?
There might be an update for Discord.
I don't see the
Hopefully this will work.
green icon.
Okay. You seem to be back.
Yeah, I'm assuming Discord doesn't use up too much bandwidth, so hopefully my mobile hotspot will be better than my internet, and I don't understand.
Well, hopefully that's not gonna, because this is gonna eat a lot of data. So.
Oh, it's fine. I was told that that there's no limit on it.
Okay.
So.
Let's hope that's the case.
Right.
All right. So carrying on into into the tunnel.
This firehead guy.
Yeah, you guys are following along, and as you start getting in, like the tunnel gets smaller and smaller, and you guys kind of start having to cramp together until finally it starts to widen up again. And as it does, there's like a huge break in the wall. Like at some point, somebody cracked into an open space, and like the stone around it must have fallen in around them, and you can see like stone is kind of pushed out. And inside, there is a large set of pillars surrounding a column that's about half height in the center of the room. And floating at the top of it is a small object with a bit of light coming from it, illuminating some of the room.
A small object.
Give me a perception.
Alright. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, there we go.
It's okay. You've seen this enough times to recognize it. That's the Wayfinder that you carry around.
So I'm more or less reliving this moment. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I do have all my like memories and everything.
Yeah.
Since then.
You have your memories, and the more that you go in here and the more that you hear your companions talking to you, the more you remember like stuff from what you used to be. The kind of person you were before that. You joined the military, presumably why? Why did you join the military why did Cassius originally join the military?
Oh, that threw me off.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. Well, guess I could just, use the stuff I had for my other character, since he lasted, like, all of 2 sessions. So the long and short of it is that I ended up killing someone in self-defense, but it wasn't necessarily seen that way.
Mm-hmm.
And by someone, I mean my father.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to have a tragic backstory, of course,
And
as all heroes do.
And it wasn't really entirely self-defense, right?
I mean, that was the reason for it. I mean, whether or not he had it coming, it may have just been an excuse for it, but yeah, more or less it wasn't.
Yeah.
That was just kind of the last straw in a long line of incidents.
And you needed to escape. The military
Yep.
offered you that. As you all make your way into the tunnel, it's oddly quiet, and the edges of this room are very, very dimly lit. It is near impossible to see what lies on the edges, but the item on the pillar, so bright, so enthralling. Let me have Cassius give me a will save. Wonder how Cassius would have handled his first interaction with this.
So, at my current bonus, I have a +2.
Okay.
Get the...
So Cassius just kind of watches as the rest of his crew start moving like moths towards a flame. Aside from the red-robed one, who kind of stays back with you, watching the rest of them move forward.
So, the room, we can't really see the walls, or we can't see the corners of the room?
You can't see the walls. It's so dark around the edges that you can't see what lies in that darkness. The light does not cast out far enough to eliminate those shadows.
I don't like that one bit. That's concerning.
And as the other two of them get close enough to the pillar, you can hear the twangs of bows. And let me have Cassius roll some initiative for me.
Alright. Let's see. Am I... Aha! No. Oh. Dang it. I tried to click the button, and then I accidentally hovered over the thing, and it took it away.
Okay.
There we go.
So. And Spinx, I want you to give me an initiative roll as well. But you're not quite going to be what you expect that you're going to be. Okay. So. Oops. Let's add you to the initiative tracker here.
Oh, right.
No, you're fine.
I'm 1.04 higher than you on the initiative.
Dang it.
I'm gonna add.
Means I can't kill you as quickly.
You've been saving up all your kill spells for me?
This was
I
actually.
thought you were going to use those on Arius.
No. This whole dream sequence was actually a trap for you. You just didn't realize it until now.
Okay.
This is how I get my revenge for the literally nothing you've done to me.
Let me switch some things up here. And we will see how this goes. Where am I? Let's get some of this in here. Oops. Sorry about this. I just realized I have things on the wrong layers. Let me drag you guys over. Up. Make sure I just put them on the right layers too. Yeah. All right, Cassius, can you see where you are?
I think so. Oh,
You are over there to the
those are not me.
left. Your companions. Let me grab you some companions here.
Ah, okay. So it's like a spherical room.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. I was thinking it was like a square room and that we wouldn't be able to see the corners, but
Let's see here. Let's find. Come on.
okay, this might be a dumb question, but is this supposed okay, there we go. I was like, why is this so grainy looking?
Yeah, it's zoom level.
Okay, no, it was like as I was about to ask that, the rest of the image like finished rendering or whatever, so now it looks normal.
Gotcha. I didn't think to make their characters because I'm bad at doing some prep work at times and overly aggressive at doing some at others. So here's the other guy from your group.
Oh, jeez.
He's
Whoa!
too big. Yeah, he'll shrink down in just a sec.
One
So
part?
he's up here.
Here, 1 second, let me see what this dog's barking about while you're doing that.
No problem.
You didn't do the fun part of actually making the models?
No, I did not. I had not thought about it. I was sick yesterday, and so I lost a bunch of time on that. We'll use this guy
Yeah, I
because
would have started that.
this guy is the tattooed guy. And we'll go ahead and use this here fairy as the firehead guy. I'm really disappointed I did not make models for this. Sorry. Hashtag ruined immersion again.
It's literally my favorite part. Is like making figurines, even if they literally have no place anywhere.
Hashtag immersion shreked. Alright, so Spinx, you are going to be playing for the goblins in this combat.
Oh dear. So I am trying to kill him.
Yes.
Trying.
So, let's see. Cassius does get to go first, and I'll roll some initiatives for his friends. Let me add them to the roster. We're going to call it one Firehead, Black Vest, and Tattoos. And they are going to roll. Black Vest is +4. Firehead is +2. And Tattoos is +3. Alright, so there is the initiative order. And ahead of you, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be a 6th goblin. Where's my 6th goblin? Did I miscount? I miscounted. There are 6 goblins that emerge from the darkness around, taking shots. Spinx, please roll a d20 +2. 6 times.
Also, did you add a goblin just now, or?
No.
Okay, I see all 6 of them.
Yeah, I just miscounted. I don't know how I did that, but...
Well, the one on the bottom is like kind of off by himself in the darkness.
Ooh, nice. Give me one more to see if you confirm on that last one.
Oh. That's not initiative.
Nope. All right, so that is going to be the top 3. The first 3 are the top 3, and they are going to... the 16 is going to hit the monk, so give me a d6 plus... just a d6. Okay, so he will take 3. And the tattooed guy takes an arrow to the shoulder. and kind of staggers back a bit surprised. And then give me 3 more d6s, because there are 3 hits on the Black Vest. Excellent. He takes a boatload of damage, and just kind of like falls a little to the side as like an arrow like juts into his side. And he reaches over and he holds it and notices the goblins that are there. And as he does so, the man with the flaming head and the red robes claps his hands together and opens them up. And as he does so, a burst of fiery missiles burst from his fingertips, and they all kind of wrap around into the target on the far side of the room. Taking out the goblin on the far end of the room. Cassius.
Perfect.
Okay, so Cassius, for the purposes of this combat, your base attack bonus is your base attack bonus is 1. Your dex is whatever your current dex is. And you are firing a weapon that does 2d6 points of damage.
All right. So I guess I'll just roll my dex and then I add a +1 to attack bonus, or unless there's a better way
you
to
can
do
just
it.
roll 2d4 or roll d20 plus whatever that comes out to be. So d20 plus I guess 5, right? Or 4,
yeah,
something like that.
I've got an 18 for my dex. So all right. Oops, that's not my guy. All right. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to click that.
And that will not hit. The goblins then move in and take another shot.
Speaking of these are just like overhangs, right?
Yeah, they're just overhangs.
Okay.
There's still 5 left.
Yep, give me 5 d20 rolls. Ooh, one of those is going to hit the man in the vest. Go ahead and give me one more d6 roll.
So that jabroni gets for looking too much like me.
Oh, and the man in the vest kind of slinks over and falls to the ground. The man with the tattoos screams in anger and charges the nearby goblin. And that will hit on the goblin. So, yeah. And take out the goblin before him. The man in the black vest bleeds out. And once again, we are back to the man with the head of blaze. He fires off another missile. Its bright, fiery streaks string forward to the, once again, to the goblin on the far end of the room. To the other goblin on the far end of the room. Oh, and easily drops that goblin. Cassius.
All right. I guess I'll just gonna kind of move and then aim back at this dude that's down here.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm assuming that I can see him.
You can.
Perfect.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Roll to confirm.
Hell yeah. Roll to confirm again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Either way, give me 4d6.
So, like that?
Yes. Your crossbow lets loose a thunderous roar that fills the room with a... And that goblin explodes. The bullet penetrates the center of its skull and...
Do I remember my crossbow doing this before?
No. No, you don't.
Huh.
The goblins go, and this goblin is going to rush at you. If it can.
What did I do?
Yeah, it will rush you with a charge. And give me a D20 plus. Give me the attack rolls for the goblins. There are 2 of them left now.
Oh shoot, that was the one. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, they don't get damaged that quickly. Oh, and the one that runs up on Cassius just fumbles and near trips and falls right at his feet. Maybe he's asking for forgiveness. And the one with the arrow tries to shoot the tattooed man, and the arrow just kind of, the tattooed man just kind of ducks out of the way and watches the arrow fly by. And the man with the tattoos charges the little goblin. Just do that here. Yeah. Ooh, and he hits. Taking down this goblin. The man in the black vest bleeds out. And the man with the head ablaze takes a couple of steps back and looks over at you, Cassius, and goes, "You could finish this up." Cassius.
Just gonna kind of nod at him and roll that.
Nice. Roll 2d6. And another loud bang comes from your crossbow as you execute the goblin kneeling before you.
If he was looking for mercy, he came to the wrong place.
Alright, the man in the black vest lays on the floor bleeding as the 3 of you turn to look at the podium in the center. The tattooed man takes a few steps towards it, looks over at the 2 of you, looks down at the black vested man, shakes his head. Keeps taking a few more steps towards it. The man with the head ablaze leans back up against the pillar here and watches as the tattooed man picks up the Wayfinder from above the column and looks at it for a moment. And everybody give me a perception.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move over there, so if something does come up from behind, I'm not gonna get ambushed.
Okay. I guess they get perceptions as well, but I already know what happens to them. There is a clicking sound that happens. And as he stands there, as the tattooed man stands there looking at this object, you see an arm reach out and grab him by the throat and start crushing his throat. Let me pull up this damage here because I have forgotten how much it is.
Don't worry, I'll be over there to heal him just like he healed the guy in black.
Yeah, and he easily, you can hear the snap in the neck of the tattooed man as the figure just kind of drops him to the ground and the Wayfinder goes rolling off. And from within the column, you see a mummy-like creature emerge. and start to walk out towards the body and towards the Wayfinder.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. And let me have you guys give me initiative again. Spinx, I want you to roll just a flat d20 for the initiative of the mummy.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Man with his head ablaze. Ooh, does horrible as well. Alright, so it is just the three of you. Cassius, what do you want to do?
So the mummy reached up, snapped this dude's neck, and then is he moving towards the Wayfinder?
He's moving towards the Wayfinder.
How far away is he from the Wayfinder?
He is very close because the Wayfinder was just in his hand, so he's within 5 feet of the Wayfinder.
Okay.
You are about 40 feet from the Wayfinder.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if like it had rolled like further away or anything when he.
I mean, it has, but it hasn't rolled too far away because there is a bit of an incline outward from the center.
You know what? I'll delay until after the my partner goes.
Okay. So the mummy will then will move forward. And for a moment, it seems as though he doesn't notice you. And then he stops as he starts to reach down towards the Wayfinder. And he looks over at you. And he starts to move towards you. All right. And the man with the burning skull looks at this thing, and you can see the fear start to fill his eyes. And he moves a bit in. And then sprays out a burst of fire from his fingertips. And the fire shoots forth, and the mummy's rags start to catch fire, and the mummy squeals in anger. Cassius, what did you want to do?
All right. So it seems like he didn't like that too much.
Nope.
So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'll follow up his attack by critically failing.
All right. Give me another D20 roll.
Awesome.
You can feel a click that you know means you're not going to be able to pull the trigger again. You're going to have to take this thing apart in order to get it fixed.
All right. Well, I guess I'll put that back in its holster or wherever then.
Mm-hmm.
And reach for something else.
You have nothing else.
Oh, biscuits. The dude with the blue cape is actually unarmed, though, right?
Yes, he's unarmed and unconscious.
Okay, what about this? The rogue dude had a crossbow, right?
The rogue dude had a crossbow and daggers.
Cool.
However, you would have to cross paths with the mummy to get there.
Oh, I can't make it there in this turn anyways. So...
Give me a perception. Okay, you notice that the mummy hasn't picked up the Wayfinder, and it's glowing a little differently than it was before as it lays on the ground. It's glowing brighter, but the light seems to kind of point towards the mummy.
Is it like still somewhere like back here then?
It's right by the body over here.
It's right by what?
By this body here.
Oh, this guy?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I think my movement. What is that?
Movement should be 30.
Because
at that time you were only wearing leather.
Oh, okay. Then I will. Oh, I'd have to. I can't.
Well, you don't have to go like that. Is that far? You just because he doesn't have 30-foot reach.
Well, yeah, no, but like I can't. I mean, this is a statue, right?
There's a pillar there, but you can
like
kind of
this,
move around it a bit.
If I go like this, I'm probably within range.
Well, here, let's.
Maybe not.
Yeah, his reach wouldn't quite get you because it's if you stay really close to it.
All right. Well, if that's the case, well, if I don't think that he'll be able to reach me from where he's at, then I'm gonna go bloop,
okay,
and make it look like I'm trying to flank him.
Yeah. Well, after the fire, you notice his attention doesn't seem to be on you anyway. He moves in on Mr. Firehead, and Spinx, give me a d20 plus 10.
I mean, he doesn't want to attack me, and he wants to hit the guy that dealt damage to him instead.
Mm-hmm. Dealt lots of fiery damage to him. Oh, yeah, does that hit? Roll a d8 plus 8. And the mummy reaches out and like bashes across the face of the sorcerer, and he collapses to the ground. Cassius.
Ew. So, how tall is this thing? Is this like?
It's about 7 feet tall. So like you can
so,
reach up on top, to the top of it.
So like, if I were to like, say, move and try to hide behind it while picking up the thing on the way.
Yeah, you could try that.
Because I'm assuming it's like somewhere like over here-ish.
Yeah, you can grab it along the way as you're running across the ground, or as you're moving across the floor.
And then I guess Ugh.
So the mummy moves, and it gets right up next to you, but can't quite attack you. But it starts to reach out for you. And what do you do, Cassius?
Might as well just snap to center. Oh, okay, cool. So.
Give me a sense motive here.
Alright. Motive unsuccessfully sensed.
No, this is kind of enough. You know that pulling the thing from the pillar, from the column, seemed to awaken this thing, and it did seem interested in protecting this thing from anyone getting to it. So maybe putting this on the pillar might deactivate this thing.
So running off with it probably isn't the best idea.
You're not sure. Something about you feels like, though, you know the entrance isn't open.
Oh. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and well, cool. I don't want to be near this thing as best I can prevent. So I guess I'll 5-foot step and
As you 5-foot step, it 5-foot steps to follow. And you plant the thing up top. And Spinx, give me a d20 plus 10. And roll a d8 plus 8. And it reaches out and it whaps you across the back of the head. But you get the thing into place, and you can feel a little bit like woozy as it like grabs hold of the back of your neck while this all happens. And as the light from the Wayfinder starts to glow, as you put it atop the column, the room starts to fill with bright light. And you can feel the mummy kind of turn your head towards it, and its eyes open bright, and its mouth opens wide, and the room fills brighter and brighter with light. And the next thing you know, you're outside of the camp. Just a few miles away. You're still unconscious. You and Spinx kind of float on behind a man dragging you back. A man in a black vest dragging you back to camp. And once he gets you just close enough, he calls out and then fades away. And many of the members of the military rush out, collect your body, and bring you inside.
And I'm watching this happen, or
You're watching this happen from the outside. They bring you in, and many of the clerics start to examine what's happened to you. Your body is now covered in these veins that glow this blackish color.
am I able to sense motive on why this guy brought me back?
Yes.
Because this is like the first mission we've done together, right?
Yeah. So you start to like piece things together, and you realize that probably wasn't him that brought you back. There must have been, because he died. You watched him die to those goblins.
Oh, so he wasn't just like bleeding out. He was actually he actually died.
You could only assume he was laying there bleeding for so long. Whatever it is, wanted to keep you. Whatever this is, wanted to keep you alive. Wanted to keep you safe. Wanted to make sure you got away.
Not happy about that. That's very concerning.
And the clerics do everything they can to rehabilitate you, and over time, the darkness begins to disappear from your veins, and they use a number of like spells to try to cure you of whatever this affliction is. But in time, they feel you're ready again. And you wake up, and you can remember very little about what happened, and very little about your life before. You just remember that you want to change the way things were. That the way they are now needs to be different than they once were. And you're going to make that change. You're not really exactly sure what that motivation is, but you're going to make that change. And you have 2 new weapons upon your belt. A pair of items that you feel are more in line with these changes.
Interesting.
The rest of the events kind of you know the rest of the events because they're the events of Cassius as he joins with the group and travels with them for some time. So these events do not play before you. Instead, you find yourself being, as you and the party leave the camp, and you follow behind them, the party kind of fades away, and you're back in the fields again.
I'm gonna check and do I still have these same weapons?
Right now, when you check, you have no weapons. You have none of your gear, just the Wayfinder.
That's interesting, given the events that happened.
Spinx. It's inside him. It needed a way out, and it used him as its way to escape. He's been carrying it for some time. It needs to rest. It's wandered for so long, been trapped for so long. Perhaps we can draw it from him.
How?
If he'll let you reach into his chest.
Should I ask him?
Ask him if he wishes to see what it is that brought about his change.
Hey, Cassius?
Yeah?
You wanna see what caused you to change? I'm gonna have to rip it out of your chest, though. Well, I don't know if it's really ripping, it's just... I gotta, like, reach in and pull it out or something.
Like, with your hands?
Yeah. No, with my foot. Yes, with my hand.
Doesn't that seem a little, dangerous? For,
You can
I don't know,
hear
my chest?
whispered on the wind, "You'll be okay."
Well, I guess so. If not, we'll find out what happens when we die in here.
I mean, there's really only one way to find out.
You reach out, and your hand starts to glow as it pushes into his chest, and you can feel something on the inside, like trying to avoid your hand. Give me an attack roll. Just roll your melee attack roll. And you feel your fingers, like, grip at it. And give me an int check. And you pull out forward, and Cassius, you feel like something like she's grabbed hold of your, like, sternum and is trying to tear your sternum from the rest of your rib cage. But you can see as this happens, and you can feel, like, coming out of your throat, like, the breath of something else. And you can feel the body of something else being pulled out of yours. And as this figure is ripped from within you, the air in your lungs kind of, like, searches, or the emptiness of your lungs searches for air to return to them. Your heart is beating intensely, and standing before you is the mummy that you saw inside of here, standing atop the pillar, staring down at you, staring down at Spinxara.
The mummy in the black vest?
No. Black vest needs to go as well. Oh, I need to move Spinx onto the layer that she's supposed to be on.
That would be nice.
and you're back in the temple as it kind of builds its way around you. You're my salvation. Please, let me find my wife.
What is that?
You're my salvation. Please, help me find my wife.
Okay. Sorry, it kind of like cut up the first time you said it.
It's okay.
I thought you said my voice. I was like,
I heard either wife or life.
Wife.
Oh.
She
with a W.
was taken by my father. She is locked away, far away.
Oh no.
I want her back.
Do I have any of my stuff on me?
No, just the Wayfinder.
Oh no. How far away? We're talking about the other side of the continent?
We lived in the castle with the Dwarven King.
So would it be better to ask what her altitude is?
I know not. The castle is on the ground.
Okay.
She was my wife, and I was the son of the advisor to the king.
The king?
Yes. The king of Meraxis.
I was trying to cheat and look at the overhead map to find out if that was where we were going.
Where he's talking about is near Meraxis, yes.
Okay. And the castle that I'm aware of is in the sky, correct?
Yes.
Interesting.
Long have I been trapped here, hoping that someone would take the Wayfinder and let me free. You sealed me in the only way you could, inside of you. Something about this seems not right. There's something more that's not being said here. It can't be as cut and dry as he's sealed here. But at the same time, he doesn't seem to be saying anything that seems false either. Like, perhaps he's from so long ago the castle didn't fly?
Maybe, either that or... Because I don't know what he means by... we sealed him in the tomb?
No, so his father had sealed him inside of the tomb, and now he is sealed inside of you.
Oh, okay. I thought he said that I sealed him inside of me. I'm like, I had no part of that.
You did, when you placed the Wayfinder on the column.
Am I aware of this?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. What do you mean that I sealed you inside of me? Is my chest, bleeding or anything?
No. Seems fine.
Oh.
You were the one to seal me again. But you had lost your ability to do for yourself. I chose how I would be sealed. You chose how we would be sealed. You sealed me and you inside of this.
No, might not be such a good idea to talk down to somebody that you're asking to do a favor for you.
I've never been one to be good with people.
Oh, there we go. We've got something in common.
Well, this conversation is happening, Spinx. you can hear being whispered to you. He needs to find rest. But he seems willing to stop at nothing. I worry that if Cassius embraces this spirit, that Cassius will succumb to the darkness in this spirit. You can give Cassius the tools he needs to beat this. Open your hand. And as you do, a shiny chrome beamless crossbow appears in your hand. Cassius will know what to do with this. He can make the decision for himself with this, to let the creature guide his way, or to banish the creature to a realm within himself. But you must make the offer to him, for he is not ready to hear me.
So it seems like does this thing feel like it's still inside of me? It feels like it's not a part of me.
It feels like
right?
it's separate but like attached to you. Like the two of you are kind of breathing the same air. So every time he talks, like it feels like he's speaking with the oxygen you expel.
Huh. Also don't have any weapons, so it's probably not a good idea to try to kill it.
I'm gonna slowly pass him the fancy object in my hand.
Does this look familiar to me?
It's a pistol. This spirit looks at you. Where did you get that? Or where did you get that?
Why are you so concerned?
That is a piece of a life that you didn't want either. I offer you. It's in perfect working order and loaded.
Oh, beautiful. I don't even have to get it fixed.
I have a better path for both of us. I can set us both free.
Sounds like you're giving me an ultimatum.
No, I give you opportunity.
A real funny way of showing it. You want me to go find your dead wife in your castle? That doesn't sound like a trap at all.
Let me guide you. I can guide you.
Just like...
I will guide you! Roll initiative. Spinx, you roll initiative as well. You are as involved in this combat.
Ooh. Yeah, critting on initiative.
Alright, are you ready for some out-of-character excitement here, Ryan?
I suppose so.
You seem so excited.
Alright, whose dex modifier is higher? I think actually you're both the same, right? Yeah, 2404. So
yeah,
whose initiative bonus is higher?
Or
are you both just +4? Both just +4.
Yep. It doesn't matter.
Both rolled the same number.
And we both
Is
crit
this how
on
we
it.
die?
Yeah. Alright. So which one of you wants to go first?
Doesn't matter to me.
Alright, so for this combat, Cassius, you are treated as being proficient with this weapon. It deals 2d6 points of damage. And you can attack with your regular ranged attack bonus.
Perfect.
Add an additional +1 because it is masterwork.
Nice. Okay, good. Good to know. Good to know. Well, does his body count as 5 feet? Is he 5 feet away?
His body is 5. He's right next to you. He is within 5 feet of you.
I like how you're counting from me instead of from you.
Oh, it's relevant.
Oh.
I suppose I'll go after a Spinx then if I have a choice. I'll delay till.
Okay. Spinx, you go first then.
So I'm assuming she'll probably not want to be
Fantastic.
within 5 feet away from him.
Remember,
Considering
you can 5-foot step as a free action.
Yeah,
As
it
long
makes
as you
it
do a
easier.
full round action.
Yeah, it makes it easier to attack him when she's not in melee range with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
So 5 feet, I don't know how much 5 feet is. Yeah. What else to do because he didn't give me a plan. Thanks.
It's all on you. What do you want to do? How could you help out Cassius here?
Well, I mean, if he wants to fight, I know how to help him, but he
Well,
hasn't told me he wants to fight.
The mummy is getting ready to attack him. Part of why we moved into initiative is the mummy lunged forward.
Oh, okay, right.
Sorry, I should have been more clear about that. I messed that part up.
Oh, he definitely looked aggressive. I didn't know that he had actually lunged.
Yeah, I did it here, but I just realized like you can't see my arms on the camera.
So, I think... I think I'm gonna give him the Hermian potential.
Okay. Alright, and that will give you, for every 5 caster levels, so you'll get 2 instances of the next attack, saving throw, skill check, or ability check you attempt. You get to roll twice and take the more favorable. So you have advantage on your next 2 attack rolls.
Well, that's good.
Alright, Cassius.
I'm glad it's at least 2 attack rolls because if it was less than that, that would be like a worse version of who is it?
Well, it also sits on you for a while, so you can cast it and it can be like delayed till you go into like if you're going to meet with people or you're going to do other things.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do see the 1 minute per level part there.
Yeah.
That's really good. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and do one of these things where I do this thing where I roll a d20.
Plus your attack bonuses. You can just hit your ranged attack on your character sheet.
Okay.
But we'll keep this 11. What's your total there with your ranged attack bonus? +1.
+1. I have a plus. It is masterwork, so it'd be plus 11.
So yeah, that's 22.
Yeah, plus 11.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll me 2d6 points of damage, and any other feats that you might have that are relevant.
Is he an animal?
He is not.
Oh, drat. I don't think that I have any additional feats that would be relevant for this guy. No, because I don't have 2 guns. I have 1.
Okay.
So, you said 2d6, right?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and.
Nice. You take a small chunk out of his body with that shot, and he rushes in at you with a 26 to hit. for big points of damage, and I need a fort save.
Biscuits. Am I at my 5th level or 6th level?
You are at your current level.
Okay.
Nice.
I take 14, which puts me down to 59.
All right, Spinx.
Right. We will.
Got a fly in the room?
No, there's like a thing on my wall, but it's like too far away for me to tell what it is. I think it's like I want to say like a millipede or a centipede or whatever.
God, I hate those.
But it's not as big as like some of the other ones, so it's like almost spider size, so I'm not sure.
Oh, jeez. All right, Spinx, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna give him Mage Armor.
Okay. Are you going to move first?
Oh yeah, I'll just take a
Mm.
5-foot step.
Okay.
Give him some Mage Armor.
Excellent. So your AC is up by 4. Cassius, what are you doing?
Alright. So he didn't grab me or anything, he just
he just came up and like whacked you with his arm. Right across your chest.
Saw the slam attack and thought I should probably just make sure.
Nope. Oh! Give me another D20 roll.
Again?
Damn! This one's masterwork, though, so you do not have it jam. But you feel it, and you, like, hit it a couple of times, and you feel it, like, break loose as you feel the bullet almost stick in the chamber. And the mummy steps forward again.
I feel like I've been here before.
Does a 17 hit? Remember, you're plus 4 to your current AC.
My current AC would be... well, my AC would be an 18.
Yep, so that's already a miss, and then you got the mage armor. So yeah, excellent.
Yeah,
Spinx.
I didn't know if the mage armor stacked or not.
It stacks on top of, yeah.
Okay.
Because right now you're just, what are you in for armor?
I think I'm like, I think...
Because it actually might not, now that I think about it.
I'm in hide armor.
Yeah, then it would stack for, I'm sorry, it will add, hold on, what was hide?
Because hide gives me a +4.
Oh, then that might not have been useful.
Well, she could have still cast it on herself then.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll say you casted that on yourself, Spinx.
Alright, so do I...
Because like when Arius has offered mage armor up before, I've turned it down.
Yeah.
Where do I add that?
It'll be temporary for right now. You don't need to add it to anything. So it's your action.
+4 Dex, +4 AC. I don't know if that matters for his attack or not.
Alright, is there anything else I can do for you right? Unfortunately, you are not an orc.
That I am not.
It's difficult.
I know he doesn't like fire. But that might make you a target.
I also don't think I'm far enough away from you that burning hands wouldn't.
You could always change the angle at which you spit out the burning hands. There is
so
always a way to angle a burning hands.
Yeah, so if you did it like that, he would get caught in it, and I probably, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because then this would be like the outside of it.
Yep. There you go.
I also do a 5-foot step here, and then I'll angle it like.
Yep, that'll work.
I'll shoot at him, and
Oops, actually, I want to get the actual burning hand. Oh, that is the burning hands template. It's just this map is not scaled correctly. So there you go. Yeah. That is some hot action. And that, like, rips into him. You can see, like, all the wrapping starts to burn. The cloth hanging around him starts to burn away. And, like, you can now see bits of his skull, bits of his arms, bits of his, like, legs, all long, dead, and bony with very little sinew left on them. Taking another, staring down Cassius.
Oh, good. He's still looking at me.
Cassius.
I'm gonna make an attempt. Like, does this feel like it's jammed, or?
No, it's not jammed.
Okay,
It came close, but you managed to knock it free.
All right, let's see if I can much better.
That is a hit.
All right.
Roll. Oh, piddly damage.
I've rolled 4 critical fails.
It seems entirely unaffected and simply steps forward to take another attack on you.
Okay, cool. As long as I'm luring it away from her, I don't feel like she can handle a hit as hard as I can. Oof! Right on the dot.
16 points, and give me that fort save. Oh. All right. Does not have any of this, so give me 1 sec.
I gave you a fancy gun, and you can't even use it.
Good lord.
Well, it makes sense that he can't. Right now, he's confused. Like, he hasn't held this thing for a while. It's only now becoming comfortable again.
That's what I think my 4th natural 1 on d20s, and my 6th natural 1 overall.
All right, so take 4 temporary points of con damage and 3 temporary points of charisma damage.
Okay, so for the temporary thing, I just put down the oh no, that's okay. So I would put down -3.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Because last time I was having an issue with it calculating.
It's all right. And that'll take us to Spinx.
Like my con isn't going.
All right.
Let me take a look at your sheet real quick and see what's happening.
Why can't? Oh wait, never mind. I'm done.
Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, never mind.
Okay.
I think that yeah, what it was like I had a 14, and when I typed it in, it was like, but it's already a 10. Why is it not changing?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So. So 4. So I have 24 less hit points then?
It should have done it automatically. Did it?
I don't think that it did, because my max is 65.
Yeah. So then in your temp, or yeah, so just lose the that would be 12 points or 12 hit points you'd lose right now.
12? Only 12?
Because it's 2 per level.
Oh, you're right. I did the math way off on that.
Yep.
All right. So I'd be at 30. Oh, Jesus Christ, what did I just have? 43, 31. Okay. I couldn't remember if I had 43 or 44.
All right, Spinx, what are you doing?
I'm going to take a 5 step over here. And I'm going to try and fire off another burning hands.
All right, here we go. Whoosh. Roll it. Oh, fuck.
I mean, at least all the crits are going there.
I think I just stole all of your rolls.
Yeah, you crit 7 times. I mean, granted they're on D4s, but...
And he's
And
close.
last-
Oh, wait, he gets to reflex save. I forgot about both of these. Hold on.
He might have more
Dang
hit
it.
points. For me to knock him out.
Yeah, he's got a lot more hit points. Okay. So let me give him back about 25 of these. All right, there we go.
Well, you know, I've done more damage than you. Can't complain
That's
too
alright.
much.
Cassius.
At least I didn't like crit failing on any important fortitude saves or anything. All right.
Plus 11 is a hit.
Bang bang. Much better.
Yeah, that's some real damage.
It's 4 times what I did last round.
He's still up, though. He's gonna come for more.
Now, if I already have Mummy Rot,
You can't get more
Well-
Mummy Rot. No.
okay, so I don't need to
Yeah.
fail another fort save.
No, you're not gonna get more Mummy Rot.
Okay, perfect.
Spinx.
Alright. How does Cassius look like he's doing right now? Other than
Yeah.
failing his roll.
How does Cassius look like he's doing right now?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Keep getting slammed by this mummy, and I think there's something on my face.
And you're not feeling welcome to the jam?
No. Although this guy is a Monstar. He got me real good right on the side of my face over here with his mummy rotten.
Might want to move a little differently, but
I was just trying to see how far he was away.
yeah, you got plenty of room to move around.
I'm going to, like, come up around
Mhm.
behind Cassius. And I'm going to, if I can find the right button, give him a bit of healing. Can I use the healing hex now?
You can.
Okay.
All right, game 15.
Ooh. That is lovely, lovely, lovely.
And then it's your turn, Cassius.
Alright. Alright, cool. Let's see if I can... Yes!
Nice. That will sadly
20?
not confirm, though. But roll 2d6.
20 doesn't confirm?
20 does not confirm.
Oof. Bang, bang.
But he's still up. He's gonna come in for another one. And another one.
And another one.
No,
Huh. Whew. I got so concerned. I misread that. For some reason, I thought his attack was his damage.
Ooh. Alright,
I'm so used to
Spinx.
fighting these
Cassius is
lions.
getting whomped on, but continues to keep going.
Yeah. I'm at about halfway. Well, I guess a little less. Maybe a little more. I think technically a little more, considering my max would actually be lowered, but
Mhm.
yeah. A little banged up, but I'm not dead yet.
What do you want to do, Spinx?
I am going to... Don't be distracting me like this. I think I'll just come up behind Cassius again.
Heal the mummy.
More healing.
Actually,
No, I'm not.
it might not be such a bad idea. I don't know how mummies work in character. That positive energy might be good for him.
Did that roll right? Hold on, let me check your 2d8. It would be 16 plus 5 would be 21, 22. That doesn't seem right. That's not. Hold on, something is wrong with your cure moderate. You should not be able to heal for 27.
Unfortunately.
2d8, 16, 17. What cure moderate? Did you use the one on the in roll 20, right?
Yeah.
You're level 6 plus 7. 7 and 16 is 23. We'll assume this is supposed to be max, and you can take 23.
Okay, there.
This does not make sense. I don't know how you ended up with that, but
5.
Cassius.
I just really wanted to heal him.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm at 53, which is currently my max.
Just take the healing hex damage and paste it in there just in case something is wrong.
Mostly because I don't want to screw up my actual max hit points. No,
stop.
Steve's? Bang bang.
Oh! Nope. Not enough.
Actually, that's average. I don't know why I just made that noise.
Alright, in he comes again.
I'm not very good at kiting.
You're doing fine so far. He's
Yeah,
just
but I think the
rolling
purpose
real
of kiting is to be far enough away to where they can't attack you.
Alright, 15 damage to Cassius.
Nah, he doesn't hit.
Spinx,
Oh.
there's only so much you can keep healing him.
Yeah, especially if he keeps, walking away like this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to, keep him off of you.
Maybe a more aggressive strategy.
Oh, right. Let's kick him a bit harder. And by kick him, I obviously mean...
Yes, kick him.
I obviously mean that I'm gonna set him on fire more. So I'm gonna take my nice 5-foot step over
I agree
here.
with this plan. He seemed to like it very much last time you did it.
Yep, I'm gonna fire it off. So
He gets a reflex save
Oh,
and fails.
okay. It shows it as green if you even get one crit.
Yeah.
Got it.
And he is in really bad... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. He is in really bad shape now. You can see the bones have scorch marks on them beneath all the cloth, all the... cloth below. Cassius.
Oh yeah. Alright. That looks about 5 feet.
He looks like he might activate his second wind if you don't kill him here. That is a 18 total.
Yeah.
That is...
Did he suddenly lose more AC?
No, that is going to be a miss.
Yeah.
This time, though, he's going to move around and take an attack on Cassius.
Or
17.
Yeah. Eat a bag of mummy rotted dicks.
Cassius. I'm sorry, Spinx.
Well, this is an annoying place for him to be.
I know, you could still cast it right there.
I could.
I do have a pretty good reflex save.
But I don't want to waste the gun that I just summoned somehow.
That's fair.
So I think I'm going to far away is it? Yeah. Gonna move over like here. Oh, if I don't pull my edit token. And I'm gonna fire off at them. Another burning hands.
Okay. So you let loose the burning hands. And the mummy turns to you. You cannot solve the problems that are not yours. And his mouth opens and he eats the fire.
Is it supposed to do that?
Cassius.
Well, you know, it's not my fault it was working before. I'm just trying to be helpful, gone.
I appreciate it.
That is a hit.
Uh,
And as the bullet penetrates into the face of the mummy, it turns. I will be with you still. I may not be in control, but I will pull. I will. And he, like, falls to dust.
all I saw was a cattail come up out of the screen.
I know. She was like, fuck y'all's immersion.
I'm a will to disbelieve his existence. Is that how that works?
And the spirit is gone.
No, he's not.
You're right. I'm still here. I can be with you if you want.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't hear it in hopes that it doesn't know that I do hear it.
Spinx, you've done well, but know that you cannot solve the problems of others, only aid in them, solving it for themselves. Cassius has something with him now, but it is at his will. He is not at its any further. But his connection can make something possible now. If he'd like, he may speak with me, to me, if he's willing to believe in what you believe, that I am here to aid you and everyone else. Tell him who I am. Tell him why I'm here, and ask him what he wishes to embrace.
How do I even go about explaining? So, the spirit mother.
The spirit?
Apparently, now you have the ability to communicate with. Is the spirit mother at them?
Yes. I think sometimes she's referred to herself as a she, but really the spirit mother, like, doesn't have a body, so.
You somehow gained a way to communicate with spirit mother now, and they would like to help you.
Careful.
Should I be worried about this? All kinds of ghosts and whatnot.
I'm sure it's nothing too dangerous.
That's a resounding endorsement. You know the Spirit Mother?
I've recently gained communications with them.
Do you know anything about it aside from what it's told you?
Well, yeah. I found a book at one of the libraries detailing the Spirit Mother.
Alright. Was that crazy library with all the books written by that crazy guy? No?
What crazy books written by that crazy guy?
You didn't go there in the Temple of Shashat with all the books written by the one guy? And there's that book that Al was reading about me. I'll take that as a no then.
No. Whatever you found, I clearly didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The decision is his now to make, and our time here is fading quickly. Thank you for helping him. There is one last help you must give him. The soul will not be freed from him until his wife is freed from her curse here as well. When the time is right, guide him there so that he may free both spirits from this world they don't wish to be in any longer, so they may be together in the life they wish for. But up comes the sun, and out goes the night.